Hello everyone, thanks for catching this latest update from myself and not to mention the other developers. Putting together a compilation video. So yeah, it's just about the end of 2017. No, we don't have a gameplay demo that we share yet. I do apologize. Really hoping to get something out really soon. Instead, well, I have to show. I'll show three separate levels that I have been working on. There is a fourth one that I'll also discuss after this. But yeah, this first one is actually Compound. Yeah, it looks a little funky right now, and that's because I'm fixing a couple things that Sean has been wanting to fix for quite some time, and this is just the basic block out. So I already have like all the prop work all taken care of. I've helped Sean with quite a bit of it already. Essentially, I'm just getting the basic map stuff, kind of mainly the UV work that has been facelift. There's also been a couple things with a bit of the geometry, and that's why some of the uh, stuff had to be taken care of. But yeah, this is kind of a little bit of the process with that. Um, I suppose I could have added some of the textures to the walls here, but, well, I'm trying to keep things fairly simple to make sure that I have textures working proper areas anyway. I have to, want to make sure that, textures are kind of face to face properly there. And if anything, you can make it really easy to flip them to kind of break up the pattern, so to speak, if need. Just want to make it really easy for Sean to work with the level. And with that, um, let's see. Yeah, yeah, he's got the lighting down pat for Compound. Yeah, we've got the props, we've got that. Got to work a little bit more on the particles. Got to work a little bit more on the particles, and of course the rain goes along with it. Um, that sounds about right. So anyway, this is kind of a funny shot of Compound, but let's do. Oh yeah, I also to add a little doorway to the level. He saw one of the double doors that I had put for streets, and he wanted to put it into his level, so I did that for him. I also did, there's also another doorway on the opposite side of the building, but I'm good with that right now. You'll guys actually you'll get to see something pretty soon that'll look much better than this anyway. Trust me on that. Okay, next, I'm going to show a little progress on Bunker, some of the stuff that I've needed to do with it. Mainly, it's been right here. I need to do a little bit more on this. That's where one of the objects is clipping into that, so just clipping into the other. So I'll have to do more tweaking there. Yeah, I wanted to it was one of the things with the original map that I wanted to kind of get add a little bit more detail into. Some of my prior work with this anyway, and yeah, I'm kind of doing the same approach with the texture, just trying to make sure that kind of fit together. Kind of a funny way to do it, but let's see. Yeah, I have to do a little bit with the map here too, but so I've shown a lot of my prop work on Bunker uh, previous live streams over Twitch. I stopped doing streams over Twitch because my bandwidth is just so horrible. I think I figured out though that I can do a 540 stream. It's my bandwidth here is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Sorry. I really want to do some more streams, but yeah, my bandwidth is so bad, and I'm doing this join this project on the cheap, you know. So it is what it is, and until I prove my financial situation, it's got to be this way. I'll just do these updates when I can. I'm, let's keep moving ahead here. So make sure that I don't get sidetracked here. And we also have hotel here. I'm just showing the outdoor section for now. First off, there's no fog here yet. That's next for me to do in hotel. Gotta get that fog. Got this barrel. I managed to get it to move. It's pretty nice where you can tip it over and push it around a little bit. I've also got to add, I think it's 2 other barrels there too. Oh, not to mention that we've got to place weapon spawns, um, and, and everything else that's related. Also, for some reason, the chain, yeah, the barbed wire isn't showing up. I'm not sure exactly why, but I'll track that down soon. Other things I have to work on are just some optimization stuff on the interior section. I've got most of it taken care of. There's lighting and particles that are what's left to do for hotel before we can do showing on that. So that's the 3 maps I wanted to talk about. The fourth one is Aztec. Aztec, we've had a lot of work put into it by a former concept artist and environment artist. Well, mainly concept artist. He left the team and he's been working at Rockstar North, I believe. Yeah, he essentially the terrain and most of the rock props of Aztec. He he also got some foliage in there, but yeah, essentially I'm going to be help. I'm not going to be doing a ton of work on Aztec. There's a few things. I'm essentially going to be managing the level, assembling the level together. We've got 2 guys for that have recently joined the team that will be doing a lot of the work on stonework. We got to do that over a bit. Momo was not happy with some of the work that he was doing on that, so we're going to try to make sure that we get that and we get those in a good state. Essentially, we'll put putting those. We'll be reinserting those into the level. It'll some of the early work I wish I had a picture in front of you for you guys to see on some of the stonework that one of the guys is working on. Oh, if you'd really want me to say his name, so I'm not going to for now. Okay, he's done a pretty nice work. Done some nice work with some of the stone stuff. It was mainly the stone steps that will lead up to where the tunnel wraps around to the section of pillars. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's done work on that. I'm pretty impressed with it, and I hope to see. I hope that we can show off some of that work to you guys soon. So that's 4 maps here. That doesn't show. That doesn't discuss what Sean has been working on. I will leave it up to him to talk about it. Liking what he's shown. He's already shown it on this Discord. And so, speaking of which, we really do thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being patient with us. I really disappointed that we couldn't get you guys a demo by the end of the year here. It was a pretty lofty goal that Sean gave us, essentially. But we tried as hard as we possibly could to do it. Just couldn't quite do it. It's the way it goes when it's a part-time job and this. So we're when we've got when Sean has some issues with life in general, not life threatening, but it's where he gets a huge setback in being able to simply work on the project. And I've I've gotten sick. Our project lead is currently sick. Yeah, I think that not everyone has gotten sick, but there's there are people, jobs, they have school, they have family. It's they have to juggle. So we're going to try to get some, we're going to try to get something out here pretty soon, not just some video anyway. No, actually, we'll probably be getting some sort of video out pretty soon. But after that, we'll definitely be trying to get something actually tangible to you guys. That's for certain. Anyway, thank you guys. If you guys liked what you saw, just join the Discord chat. We like to talk with you guys when we have the time to. I as I mentioned before, I liked to do the live streams, but considering how limited my bandwidth is, I can't do them. So for now, Discord, I would be more than happy to join Discords and talk about what the heck I'm doing at that point in time. It's mainly going to be hotel, compound, and probably bunker. I didn't even show the team bunker in this current state it's in. It's in a good working state. Well, except for the thing right there, it clipping through the mesh clipping through the other one. But I'll get that fixed here pretty quickly. It's not that bad. Um, I'm I disappointed, but I am pretty. I think that I like where the team is going. We'll get something out to you guys soon. Thanks again for watching. Hope that you stay tuned with what the other guys have to share.